Good morning, students. Myself Manoj Chotia from Raghunath Vidyalaya, Ratangad. Today's our topic is fermentation. What is fermentation? As we study respiration, breakdown of carbohydrate or respiratory material into carbon dioxide and H2O and obtained energy is called respiration. Respiration is of two types. First, oxidative and second, anaerobic respiration. We study full mechanism of oxidative respiration. Anaerobic respiration is similar to fermentation, or we can say fermentation and anaerobic respirations are same. So if we give the name oxidative respiration to respiration and another is fermentation, then what are the difference between oxidative respiration and respiration? As we know, respiration is occur in the cytoplasm and mitochondria. So fermentation is occur only in cytoplasm or in prokaryotic cell. This reaction take place in the all living cells. Which reaction? Respiration is take place in the all living cell, but the fermentation is present of living cells is not necessary for this reaction. And in respiration we can see that full breakdown of carbohydrate means the respiratory material is converted into carbon dioxide and H2O. Meanwhile, in fermentation, the middle organic compounds are performed just like alcohol, and in respiration we can see there is 30 ATPs are obtained, but in anaerobic respiration or in fermentation only 2 ATP are formed, or we can say in oxidative respiration much energy is produced, while in fermentation a very few energy is produced. So what is the fermentation? The anaerobic respiration is called fermentation. By this process a very few amount of oxygen is produced and the end product of respiration is CO2 plus H2O. So here H2O is not produced by anaerobic respiration or fermentation. First of all, Pasteur proved that fermentation in unicellular fungi yeast. Then after Buchner isolated zymase enzyme from yeast, or zymase enzyme was the first enzyme which can be obtained in the crystal form. Now, what is fermentation? Fermentation is anaerobic respiration in which respiratory material can break down in higher compound and CO2 and obtain few energy. Types of fermentation. If we discuss the types of fermentation, so in the end of anaerobic respiration, the product or the material is formed. On the basis of that material, the types of fermentation will happen. Just like look at the first alcoholic fermentation, means here alcohol is formed by the process of anaerobic respiration, then it is called alcoholic fermentation. Second, if we see lactic acid is formed in the fermentation, then the type of fermentation is lactic acid fermentation. मतलब क्या है कि fermentation की रिएक्शन में जो एंड प्रोडक्ट प्राप्त होता है उस एंड प्रोडक्ट के बेस पे उस fermentation का नाम कर देते हैं. ठीक है, जैसे फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू सी alcoholic fermentation. Alcoholic fermentation is happens in yeast, fungi and higher plants in a few amount. What happened? We can see the glycolysis. Both reactions means aerobic and anaerobic has glycolysis, and whenever we see in oxidative respiration, glycolysis convert into pyruvic acid and pyruvic acid moves to mitochondria. There formation of acetyl coenzyme A, Krebs cycle and ETS also occurs. But in anaerobic respiration or in fermentation, there is no any mitochondria, so glucose is converted into pyruvic acid by the reaction of glycolysis. Then after what happened, look at here, pyruvic acid is formed by glycolysis, and pyruvic acid is converted into acetaldehyde plus CO2, and whenever any molecule can release CO2, then we know that the enzyme is utilized is decarboxylase. You have to remember, whenever the CO2 molecule is released from any compound, then enzyme utilized is decarboxylase, and whenever CO2 is combined with any molecule, then enzyme carboxylase is utilized. Next step, acetaldehyde in the presence of NADH2 convert into ethyl alcohol, and whenever you know that NADH2 is converted into NAD or NAD is converted into NADH, FAD is converted into FADH2 and FADH2 converted in FAD. Which enzyme is utilized? You know very well, dehydrogenase. The enzyme dehydrogenase means the acetaldehyde in the presence of enzyme dehydrogenase converted into ethyl alcohol. So the end product is alcohol. So this type of fermentation is called alcoholic fermentation. Second, lactic acid fermentation. It happens or occurs in Lactobacillus and Clostridium bacteria. What happens? Pyruvic acid in the presence of same dehydrogenase, pyruvic acid convert into lactic acid in the presence of dehydrogenase, means NADH2 convert into NAD and lactic acid is formed. So this type of fermentation is called lactic acid fermentation. Next, third, acetic acid fermentation means acetic acid is formed in this reaction. First of all, pyruvic acid in the presence of decarboxylase enzyme, it convert into acetaldehyde plus CO2. Then acetaldehyde in the presence of water convert into acetic acid. So this is acetic acid formation, and this reaction is occurs in Acetobacter acetibacteria. Now the fourth type of fermentation is butyric acid fermentation. Butyric acid fermentation occurs in Butyricus and Clostridium bacteria. What happens? Pyruvic acid, which is formed from glycolysis, pyruvic acid convert into acetoacetic acid plus CO2, enzyme decarboxylase. So pyruvic acid is converted into acetoacetic acid in the presence of decarboxylase enzyme, and acetoacetic acid in the presence of water convert into butyric acid, or we can say here butyric acid is formed. So this type of fermentation is called butyric acid fermentation. Now our next topic is some other pathway of glucose breakdown. Our next topic is some other pathway of glucose breakdown. Here we study only two pathway by our syllabus. First is HMP and second is Antenna-Diodoro pathway. First of all, we study HMP. What is the full form of HMP? It is a 1-Marcuson hexose monophosphate. Hexose monophosphate, or PPP means pentose phosphate pathway. It is also called phosphogluconate shunt, means first name is hexose monophosphate, second name pentose phosphate pathway, third phosphogluconate shunt, fourth Warburg and Dickens pathway, because Warburg and Dickens are discovered this breakdown of glucose in animal tissue. Generally aerobic respiration completed in glycolysis and Krebs cycle, but in few living organism optional pathway found for the oxidation of glucose, which is called pentose phosphate pathway. In this process, hexose sugar decompose in intermediate compound 5 carbon containing compound 5 fructose 6 phosphate. The whole reaction is happened 6 glucose phosphate plus 12 NADP plus 7 H2O is converted into 5 fructose 6 phosphate plus 12 NADPH2 and 6 CO2. Means here another reaction in which the water molecule is not formed and 12 NADPH2 are formed. Means we know that by the process of ETS, one NADPH2 molecule gives us 3 ATP. So 12 molecules of NADPH2 provide 36 of ATP, and the reactions are completed in these 3 reactions. First, phosphorylation of glucose molecule. As you know what is phosphorylation, whenever ATP is converted into ADP or ADP is converting into ATP, that is called phosphorylation. So we can see here glucose react with ATP in the presence of hexokinase enzyme and convert into glucose 6 phosphate plus 6 ADP. Second reaction, oxidation of glucose 6 phosphate. Here glucose 6 phosphate is formed and oxidation of glucose 6 phosphate react with NADP, and whenever it react with NADP converted into NADPH2. Then which enzyme is utilized? You know, dehydrogenase. In the presence of dehydrogenase enzyme, glucose 6 phosphate convert into 6-phosphogluconic acid. 6-phosphogluconic acid. So this pathway is called phosphogluconate shunt, or we can say this 6-phosphogluconic acid is the stable compound in hexose monophosphate. Now the third reaction of HMP is oxidative decarboxylation of phosphogluconic acid. Third reaction is oxidative decarboxylation. Decarboxylation means the carbon dioxide is released from phosphogluconic acid of phosphogluconic acid. What happened? 6-phosphogluconic acid react with NADP and make NADPH2, then enzyme dehydrogenase, or we can say that here also decarboxylase enzyme is also utilized, but among them which enzyme is more powerful, that enzyme is utilized here. So in the presence of dehydrogenase enzyme, 6-phosphogluconic acid convert into ribulose 5-phosphate plus 6 NADPH2 and CO2. So by this form of ribulose 5-phosphate constructive by many isomeric reactions, phosphoric related intermediate products formed. Its main object is to break down glucose phosphate completely. 2 NADPH2 molecule are formed with each molecule of carbon dioxide. By its complete breakdown, means 6 carbon dioxide is formed and 1 carbon dioxide is makes 2 NADPH2 molecules. So 6 carbon dioxide molecules makes 12 NADPH2 molecules, and by ETS process this NADPH2 convert into ATP, and ATP is the main energy source of cell. Now our second reaction, Entner-Dudorov pathway, which I can sketch on the board, so you please detect that reaction because that reaction is not in your book. So take a screenshot or write down that reaction. This is the second another breakdown of glucose, Entner-Dudorov pathway. Entner-Dudorov pathway, this pathway is found in few bacteria. This pathway shows breakdown of glucose to pyruvic acid. Intermediate substance formed in this pathway are generally different from the substance formed in the glycolysis. It was first studied on Pseudomonas bacteria. What is the whole reaction? Glucose in the presence of hexokinase enzyme, ATP is converted into ADP and glucose converted into glucose 6 phosphate way. Glucose 6 phosphate in the presence of which enzyme? You know, NADP is converting into NADPS2. Then enzyme dehydrogenase. So dehydrogenase, glucose 6 phosphate is converted into 6-phosphogluconic acid in the presence of dehydrogenase enzyme, and 6-phosphogluconic acid convert into 2-keto-3-deoxy 6-phosphogluconic acid, and this 2-keto-3-deoxy 6-phosphogluconic acid convert into two substance, pyruvic acid and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, and again glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate convert into pyruvic acid, and pyruvic acid after breakdown by so many methods. So this is the another pathway of breakdown of sugar in living organism, and especially it was discovered in Pseudomonas bacteria. So today's our topic is finished. Thank you.